Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi Theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. We've got another little image effect for you today. If I hover over the image on the left here, it's going to scroll upwards. And when I get off, it's going to roll back down again. We did something similar with the zoom effect a little while ago. I've got another one here that's going to zoom out and also pan. And that's a nice little effect to have on your site right there. We've got to do one small line of coding for this today. Don't let that put you off. Any CSS I write I'll put down below, and this is extremely simple today. So let's get started. I'm going to enable the Visual Builder so we can work on the front end. Okay, I'll start from scratch. I'll go down, I'll add a new section, little blue button to add a new section. I'll make it a regular one. And I'm going to add a row with 2 columns just like we've got above. Divi comes as standard with all these light grey modules, plenty enough to build just about any site. I'm going to use the Divi Image module for this today. There it is right there. So that'll also give the option of popping it out into a Lightbox or having it linked somewhere. Okay, let's choose the image that we want. Now this first one, the scrolling image, will work better with longer images. For instance, I know that's a fairly long one. Let's use that one for this particular one. If I scroll down, you can see it better. And there it is. And what we're actually trying to achieve is we want to give this a fixed height, say around here. And then when it displays and somebody hovers over it, we want it to roll up, exposing the bottom half of the image. Or of course you could do it the other way around if you wanted to. So to do that, we've got to actually limit what we see in the column that it's sitting in. So let's save the image here. Let's go into the column, the green tab. We're working on the left-hand column here. This is the left-hand column, right-hand column. I'm going to go into here, and here's where our little line of CSS comes in. Go over to the Advanced tab. Go down to Custom CSS. In the main element box here, I'm just going to write one simple line of code, and that's to dictate what height we want it to be. So I'm going to say height 300 pixels. And there we have it. It's actually shrunk down, you can see, because the bottoms come up here, but our image is larger than the actual space that we've got available up there. Now I don't want to see anything after 300 pixels, which is around here somewhere. So to make that happen, we go up, we can close our custom CSS now. We could write another line of code to hide it if we wanted, but with Divi, if we go down to visibility, you've got horizontal and vertical overflow. If we turn these both to off, we won't see anything that's falling out of our column there after the 300 pixel mark. So I'm going to change both of these to hidden. As you can see, there it is. Don't want the scroll bar, so I'm going to make that one hidden also. There we go. And we're just left with the top of our image here. Great, so what we want it to do when they hover over it is for it to gradually fade up. So let's save our column and our row settings. We'll go back into the module. Let's go over to our Design tab now. We can go to our spacing. Okay, so we want it to roll down when we hover over it. So at the moment we want 0 margin at the top, which is what we've got there, but it's a good idea to put something in. Then when we do our hover effect, it'll have something to go back to. Now, common to all Divi modules, if you roll over the dark writing, you'll see some icons appear. Go to the thing that you want to affect, in our case the margin here, click on a little arrow if there is one. That's going to enable us to make a desktop state when the mouse is not on it, and a hover state with a different value when the mouse is on it. So when they hover over it, I want it to scroll down, so I'm going to give it a negative value on the top, which will make it scroll upwards. So if I give it, say, negative 300, it's scrolled down to the bottom of the picture there, or close to it. If you want to give it more, give it more. You can type in a value. I think 4 is going to be too much. No, that's okay. You can keep going till you get to the bottom if you want to. And then when we're not hovering over it, it's going to go back and scroll to the top. Time it takes by default to go from one to the other with Divi is 300 milliseconds. I like to slow this down for a bit of drama, and I'm going to slow it down quite considerably, so I'm going to go over to the Advanced tab. I'm going to go down to Transitions. There's the default 300 milliseconds. I'm going to make it really long. I'm going to say 3.5 seconds, which would be 3500 milliseconds. Transition delay, when it happens straight away. Speed curve, I like to use ease in, ease out for my hover effects. These are all slightly different. Some will work better than others in certain situations, so do check them out, but that's my go-to for these sort of hover effects. Okay, well, I'm going to save that. Let's save the page changes. Save draft or publish if you're ready. And let's exit the Visual Builder. And if we roll on down, there's our little image. When I roll over it, it's going to take 3.5 seconds to roll up the image. Now you may be asking, what is this little thing? That's actually the title of the image, and I'll show you how you can get rid of that. I'm going to go back in there and we'll have a go at doing this pan and zoom one over here. So let's enable the builder again. And we'll roll down. I'll go back into this and we'll get rid of that title that you saw when we hover over it. It's still doing it. There it is right there. I've got this from the great free stock photo site pexels.com. So let's go in there, and to get rid of that happening when you put your mouse on it, go over to the Advanced tab. I'm going to go down to Attributes, and there it is, Image Title Text. You can simply delete that and it'll no longer pop up when you put your mouse over it. The other thing is you can choose whether to have it pop out into a Lightbox or to link it to somewhere. And again, if we go back in there, that's under the Content tab, under the link. I may have skipped over that earlier. If you want it to open in a Lightbox, just flip that to on. If you want it to link to somewhere, put your URL you want to link to in there. And as with everything, best practice is if you're linking to your own site, leave it in the same window. If you're linking off-site to another site, open it in a new tab so that your site stays open. Okay, so I'm going to have the Lightbox on this one. Okay, let's move on to our next one. And what I'm going to do is, before I add the image module, I know that I'm going to want to restrict the height and the overflow on this column. So let's do that first in this case. I'm going to go back into the row, the green tab. This time we're working on the right hand column here. And of course you won't see anything because I've not got anything in it, but I'm going to set up the correct settings for us. Over to the Advanced, Custom CSS, main element, again height, 300 pixels. And that's just the word height, colon, 300 px, semicolon. Really easy. Anybody wants to copy and paste it, I'll put it down below the video. Okay, and let's make sure that overflow is hidden again. So we're going to go down to Visibility, Overflow, both horizontal and vertical, and change those to hidden. Great. Okay, let's add another image module. I'll use the same one. There it is right there. Let's choose our image. Let's put this cityscape in perhaps. Doesn't need to be a long one for this one. I may scroll laterally instead of vertically. So let's upload that one. There it is right there. Okay, and kind of what I want to do, let's zoom in perhaps on top of that tower, perhaps right there. So again, there's our image. If we roll down, we've got the same linking options. I'm going to open mine in a Lightbox right there. Let's pop over to the Design tab now. Don't want to overlay, don't really need to align it. Sizing wise fine, but spacing wise at the moment fine too. I'm going to roll down to Transform. And we've got several little boxes here. Scale, Translate, which means move basically. Rotate, Skew, and we've got Transform Origin, which will transform where you rotate it from. So let's firstly make it a lot bigger. So we can just drag the arrow, or you can type in a value if you want. I'm not sure the arrows are going to give me the size I want. Or maybe. Let's take it up to 400. Just going to type a value in there. And if you've got this little chain checked like it is now, it'll do both width and height for you. Great. Now we need to move it to where we can see that tower somewhere in our image. So we're going to roll over to our translate here and we'll move it. If I move it to the right, it'll move to the right. If I move it down, it'll move down. Okay, that's kind of what I want right there. Fantastic. Maybe just center those two a bit more like that. Okay, and when we roll over it, I want it to zoom back out, pan back out, so we can see the full image. So again, I'm going to roll over our dark writing up here, click the little arrow, desktop state, it's perfect where it is. Hover state, click on the little arrow there. I'm going to set these both to 0, back to where it was. So I'm going to just click on it, set it back to the middle there. Just correct that one, -2 pixels. We get that to 0. Uncheck that. We want to make this sure this is 0, 2. Great. So that's back where it should be. Now we want to go back to the scale, make it back 100%. Again, I'm just going to type the 100 in. We've got that little chain checked there. Great. So it's going to go from this to this. Time it takes to do that is the same as our last one. The default's 300. I'm going to really slow this one down for a bit of drama. So again, I'm going to go to the advanced. I'm going to go down to our transitions. There's your duration. If you slide it up, it doesn't go as far as you want it to, 2000 milliseconds, which is 2 seconds. I want this to be maybe 5 seconds for some real drama. So I'm going to put a 5 in there. There it is. Don't want any delay. And again, I'm going to use that same transition speed curve. Okay, well, let's save this and see what we've got. We'll save our page changes. Save draft or publish. And let's exit the visual builder. And we'll roll on down to our 2 new images. There's our first one that we saw just now. It's just going to scroll down to the bottom. And our second one is going to zoom out and pan. There we have it. And that's a nice little effect to have on your site. There we go. So that is how to create some simple scroll and pan effects and animate them on hover. I hope you've enjoyed this video today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie with System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.